Winter is coming, and a lot fewer people are going to be alive to see it. Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 9, Battle of the Bastards. This is your reminder, I do not do spoiler-free anymore. Now, I am going to be nitpicking on this a little bit, so let me start by making clear, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a very good episode on a lot of levels. However, HBO, I think, mismarketed this, because the way the marketing was, with all the focus being on the battle, they really made it look like this was going to be something like the battle at Blackwater or the assault on the wall, an episode that was going to be nothing but the battle, and it's not. Actually, the battle doesn't really get going for quite a while. That's not necessarily a bad thing in and of itself, and again, I think the episode is really good, but I think that was a marketing mistake. It didn't bother me too much because, well, I get HBO now, so I didn't get to watch the thing for quite a while, and I heard from a friend of mine who was watching it that the battle did take a while to get going. So I was actually prepped on that, but I can imagine that if I was sitting there, if I came in going, yay, battle, and it takes as long as it takes for it to get going, yeah, that probably would have bugged me. But as I said, I kind of got prepped on it. The way that it does open, I love that opening. I love Tyrion trying to save face, because the thing is, he's not just saying these things to Daenerys to cover his butt. He actually was doing a pretty good job under the circumstances. She just came back at the point when things were not great. And then you've got that face down between the Masters and Daenerys and Tyrion and all of them. And just when she turned around and was like, no, we're discussing your surrender. I just got the biggest grin on my face. Like, and here we go. Dragons and the Unsullieds. And I love Grey Worm just telling their people, like, are you going to die for these people who won't die for you? Because this is your chance to just go home right now. And of course, Tyrion laying some great smackdown. He does it twice in the episode because he really throws it at Theon too. And while Theon's taking a beating, he was really a jerk back last time Tyrion saw him. So you know what? It's fair. And I love Yara and Dany together. You know what? I don't do the relationship thing, the shipping for shows, but yeah, I'll ship Yara and Dany. But really the whole front section and everything that happened at Marine really felt like, it felt like the show finally going, okay, we're done here. We're ready to get across that sea. Finally. Although I swear to God, if they stall her again after this, I'll be bald when I come back and do another, because I will have pulled all my hair out. And then of course we got the battle. This was a serious battle. This was, you know what this reminded me of? Braveheart, and which is pretty much the high watermark for medieval combat depiction as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, they hit it. It was harsh, it was brutal, and you know what? I figured Rickon was gonna die, because I was with Sansa on that. It's like, there's no way he lets him live. The show tried to go against expectations, because generally rule of three, you thought if he's gonna kill him, that third shot's gonna get him, and he missed, and I'm like, nah. Well, actually, I actually had a split second where I thought, oh my God, he's just trying to draw Jon out so he can hit Jon with the arrow. Not that I thought that Jon was gonna die, but that struck me as something that Ramsay would have done, and actually it would have been a really smart thing if he'd done it. But he's the psychotic guy. You know what Ramsay is? Ramsay is the Joker of Westeros, which I actually had that thought during the episode, and it made the way that he died at the hands of his dogs just ring very, very true and very nice, even more so than it did inherently, because I thought of The Dark Knight and the Joker's whole thing. How about I cut you into little pieces, feed you to your pooches? I'll show you how loyal a hungry dog is. And I'm not going to say that I called it that Sansa was going to kill. I mean, she didn't kill him personally, but she witnessed it. And though they didn't show it, for my money, she picked that means of death for him. But I asked and I received on that. I wanted her to be involved in his death. She was. Yes. I mean, I'm not going to go through beat for beat on that whole battle. It was a great battle. Although, when Jon was getting buried and trampled, they kind of overplayed it. It got really stroby. It got to the point I'm like, I'm glad I don't have epilepsy. They should have put a warning at the front of this thing. And, when they first started doing it, it worked in terms of giving the impression of, what Jon was going through, just being buried under bodies and people crawling and screaming, and he's not really seeing what's going on. So, but I got the effect about a third of the way into how long that effect was done. I'm like, please stop. The show did a really good way of just showing the battle just going south. And you know what? Sansi was right. Ramsay played Jon and got him to do exactly what he wanted, and he would have won. And when Littlefinger showed up, I had two feelings. Yes, Jon and the people still around are gonna live. And no, now Littlefinger's tied up in all this crap. That guy plays the game well. Well, sorry to see the giant go. I feel like he didn't kick as much butt in the battle as I would like. He entered the fray, great, just running and smacking a horse aside, but then it was kind of, spears, arrows, down. I mean, he did his part. He was good. He was nice. I don't know. I expected something a little more, from him. Didn't quite get it. I think they wrapped up a number of things really well, and I'd be really interested to see where things go forward. I'm not expecting a big blowout in the last episode. It's going to be just tying up loose ends and getting set up in place for the next season, pretty much, which is the way most last episodes of the seasons go. Not every time, but by and large, that's what tends to happen. That's what I'm expecting here. This was a good episode. As I said, that the marketing might have built it up, not necessarily badly, but maybe in the wrong way. But in any case, I really enjoyed this. What were your thoughts on the Battle of the Bastards? Whatever they were, drop something down in the comments and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check me out on Twitter at Council of Geeks. Check out the Council of Geeks podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. And until next time, this council is adjourned.